Hey guys, it's Danny. Welcome to my channel. Today we're creating some mini greeting cards, perfect for pocket letters. So first we need to make our envelope. So I'm going to use a We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. I know this tool can be kind of confusing, so I wanted to kind of walk you guys through it in case you have a hard time using it. An important thing to know with this tool is you only need to reference your score line one time and then ignore it for the rest of the project. So here I'm punching at 2 1/8, scoring and then turning counterclockwise. Every time I make a score mark, I'm lining it up with that little like pokey out tail thing, but I only care about the 2 1/8 measurement one time, that very first punch and score. The rest of the time you just keep turning the page and lining up that score line and you're good to go. Feel free to rewatch this a few times if you need help. I know it can be kind of hard and I had a hard time getting the hang of it too. And for these pocket letter size greeting cards, I did leave on the screen on the templates like the actual sizing of the cards in inches as well as centimeters, so hopefully that helps you guys out. So right here I'm just creating my card base for my little tiny greeting card. It's so cute. So yeah, so now it's time to start decorating. I'm going to be coloring in with some Tombow dual brush pens. The images I stamped are from Studio L2E. I love that shop. I've been a long time customer. They are amazing. So yeah, so I wanted to feature them in today's video. I used VersaFine ink for my stamping today on mixed media paper because it is my favorite paper to stamp on. Anyway, for this little green face I'm working on, I'm actually doing a fun technique using the colorless blender from Tombow. I swatched a little bit of the bright green on the side of my paper and I'm just dipping my colorless blender into that, kind of like it's a palette, to kind of tone down the color and make it a little bit more sheer so I can build it up and control it a little bit better. So yeah, I do that technique later on too, in case you guys want to keep an eye out for it. Right here I'm coloring in a little mummy wrapping or whatever. I like to use the dark colors on this first to create like shadows and then go back in with a lighter gray and kind of blend it out and make it look really cute. Next I'm going to be coloring one of these little cauldrons. I start off with a light gray and just kind of gradually add some darker and darker grays, kind of blending as I go. And I think it turned out really cute. Yeah, and then I use the technique I was just talking about where I have the green kind of swatched on the side to help me color in the bubbles so that they have a lot of dimension and look really kind of green and creepy and cute. Yeah, so here you can see like a closer look at that technique that I was talking about. Yeah, but I think they turned out really cute. I love those little bubbles. And here I'm repeating that same technique on this little witch. You can also do what's called a tip to tip technique where you take your colored marker and you tip the colorless blender onto it and then you use the colorless blender to color. It's kind of the same idea where you're using like a more pigmented color and coloring on with the colorless blender. I don't know if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I am crap at explaining things. But anyway, I wanted a green little witch because I thought that would be super cute. And I thought she looked really cute with like a little purple outfit. For some reason on the screen it looks more blue than purple, but trust me, it's definitely purple. It's super cute. So yeah, here I'm just doing my thing, blending away. I really wanted her to have black hair, but I was afraid that like on the black backing of the card there wouldn't be enough contrast and you kind of lose the hair. So instead I went with like a darker gray. I think it still turned out pretty cute though. And I was thinking of adding like some black accents like her little belt and the collar and stuff. But again, I just thought there might not be like enough contrast on the card, so instead I went with the dark purple. This time using more of the dark purple and less of the light, so kind of the opposite of what I did on her little dress. And then for the second witch, she's going to have like an orange kind of color theme because I thought that would be really fun. And on her, I do add some like blackish gray accents and give her a really fun hair color. So I was going for like a purple because purple and orange are like across from the color wheel from each other, so they work really nicely together and kind of make each other pop. So that's why I went with that kind of color scheme. Plus I thought it was really fun. It was like very like traditional Halloween colors, but not something you would necessarily see on a witch, kind of normally how they're portrayed. So Anyway, I think she turned out super cute. I mean, how fun would it be to like have purpley pink hair? Like that would be so amazing. That's kind of like my dream hair color, is to have purple hair. More of like a lavender and not so like vibrant. I don't know if I could rock like a really bright hair color, but anyway, this little witch can, she's super cute. So yeah, I'm just going back in and adding some more of the darker purple to kind of help shade things a little bit. And I think she's so cute. And now I'm moving on to her broomstick. So you guys might be wondering, well, why do you have like so many images stamped but you're not coloring every single thing? Well, because I'm a weirdo and I'm afraid that if I make a mistake, which I know will happen because that happened with the little mummy guy up there. But anyway, I know I'm going to make mistakes, so I'd rather just have an extra image or two stamped out so I can just move on to the next thing and not stress about it and not worry so much about it, you know, about the hassle of having to drag the stamp set back out and set it back up and stamp it and blah blah blah. So I'd rather just, while I have everything out, just go ahead and stamp all the things just in case, and then I keep the little extras that I don't color in, so that I can color them in later if I want to. So these pumpkins were really fun to color. I think they turned out really well. I like the shading on them. I think they're really bright and vibrant. And then here I'm going to start on these candles. I decided to go with like purpley candles. I wound up not using the candles on a card, but I saved them for later just in case, because you never know. But I think they are super cute, and you wouldn't normally expect purple candles, but I thought with the kind of colors I was working with today, that if I was going to use the candles, I probably would use them most if they were purple. Yeah, so that's why we're doing purple candles, you guys. I don't know, I was just feeling it. Plus, like I said, it contrasts nicely with like orangey yellows, so yeah. Anyway, here I'm adding washes of color using dual brush pens and my water brush on these stamped sentiments that I will cut out later once they're dry. And at this point, the coloring is just about done. Once everything is fully dry, I will fussy cut it out and then kind of show you guys how I assembled all the cards. So yeah, that should be coming up any second now. Here we go. All right, so you can see the cutout images. I also pulled out some Tombow adhesive, some washi tape, some little decorative elements like enamel dots and jemmies and things. I thought this green washi tape would kind of pull everything together really well. You can see I've kind of made two little groupings. So I have the witch card that I'm working on right now with her little bubbles and cauldron. I thought the green of the washi tape would tie in nicely with the bubbles of the green on the cauldron. So my ultimate tip for gluing crap down on glitter washi tape like this, especially if you're going to bump it up on foam dots, which is what I did with that cauldron, is add Tombow Extreme adhesive to the back of whatever you're bumping up, add your foam tape, right, and then add more Tombow Extreme on top of the foam tape, like once you peel the backing off, and then you can place it on your glitter, whatever, and you guys, that stuff will not move. It's so amazing. Yeah, so anyway, you can see I've assembled the card already, and I'm just going to go in with some Wink of Stella to add some little sparkly accents. I added a bunch of little enamel dots and things to kind of tie stuff together, and I think it's super cute. So in this one, I'm doing the Trick or Treat sentiment. That's kind of in that purpley pink color, and adding some glitter washi to accent again, just to tie in the front to the inside. The little zombie mummy guy hybrid, whatever. I'm gonna bump up this little pumpkin in front of him using that same technique I just talked about. I love how it looks like he's like wandering around like this pumpkin patch in the middle of the night, not quite sure like what's going on, but like he doesn't mind at the same time, like he's perfectly content, just kind of ambling around. I don't know. These are the little stories I come up with in my mind while I'm creating things, you guys. Yeah, so here I'm using like the limeish green kind of color wash, adding some more concentrated green around the edges just to make it stand out a little bit, again to tie the inside of the card to the outside because he has more of a bright green, so I wanted the sentiment to have some bright green, and some more of that glitter washi tape because I'm all about it. And these are the finished cards, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this little tutorial and that you make some greeting cards for your pocket letters. If you guys haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please make sure to do so down below. When you make your own creepy crafty creations, make sure to use the hashtag CreepyCraftyDays when you share it so I can see it. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye! Thank you for joining me today for Creepy Crafty Days. If you missed yesterday's video, you can click here to watch it. If you'd like to start the playlist over, you can click right here. And if you'd like to subscribe, of course, why wouldn't you? You can click right here. I'd love to have you guys follow along. Thank you again so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!